federal legal proceedings after a guilty plea. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me is attorney Corky Goldstein. Thanks for being with us, Corky.
Always good to be here.
We're talking about the Rob McCord case, and he was a former state treasurer and was arrested and pled guilty not too many days after his arrest. Talk to us a little bit about the circumstances behind this arrest, and then we'll get into the details of the case.
Rob McCord at that time was in a primary running for governor of Pennsylvania, the same primary that the now Governor Wolf was in. He had donations lined up, pledges lined up, and they weren't being made. The charges that were being made, one by a law firm and one by a property management firm, a big one in western Pennsylvania, indicated that they were being extorted. The law firm to $25,000 and the property management firm to $100,000. And somewhere whether they were wired or they weren't wired, it went on for a while and there were others involved, but these two are the ones they brought, and he immediately pled guilty to those, meaning that he extorted from them, threatened them, and he was asked that, he told them that if they did not give the money, that they would never get any contracts while he was governor, and if he had lost, that he was still going to be state treasurer, he still was going to be on the pension board, which has millions of dollars that they spend in legal fees and property management, that they would get no business at all. So make your decision whatever you want.
It's not obviously unusual for law firms, other large companies, to make donations to political candidates, small and large donations to political candidates. So is the idea of actually verbalizing that you will not get state contracts if you don't make these contributions, is that the difference in this case? Well,
that's part of it, because in the other cases, let's be fair, when people give large amounts of money, in almost every case, they're expecting to have access and hopefully expecting to get be considered for business from the government of Pennsylvania or any state government.
They're not necessarily guaranteed that.
No, and they're not supposed to be guaranteed that. And the first thing that Governor Wolf has done, the first executive order he signed as governor, was that from this day forward, because professional services before were never bid, that in any legal business outside of the state, number one, they must show why they have to go outside the lawyers that are working for the state full time, and it has to be bidded like any other bid. This is before the even Rob McCord case came about. So it's not unusual. What's unusual here is the actual threats to, if you don't do it, this is what's going to happen to you. And he's pled guilty to that.
And let's talk quickly about the next steps in federal court. This is a federal case.
Right, and Judge Jones, John Jones III, is the judge hearing this case. And in that particular case, he pled guilty. Judge Jones ordered a pre-sentence investigation. Pre-sentence is where they get all the information about Rob McCord, his background, the fact that he's never been in trouble, all the good things, all the bad things, anything they can find, his version, the official version, and it's all put in writing. And then on June 29th, there's going to be a hearing. It's called a pre-sentence hearing, where both sides will have a chance to review the report with the judge, indicate mistakes, corrections, additions, and if they need another session, they will. And then sometime in August, there will be the final sentencing. The sentencing right now, guidelines, maximum, is $500,000 and $500,000 and 40 years in prison. He's not going to get that, but he has to know the maximums.
Thanks so much for being with us. We've been talking with attorney Corky Goldstein. I'm Jill Horner.